Mommy, look at the glue on my
Oh, all right. Somebody, trying to go through and see who is not on mute. All right, I think we're good. Okay, I'm backing up. So hello, welcome to Bootcamp number 2. Again, letting, Stephanie, I've messaged people every day, getting to know a lot more people. That is absolutely fantastic. I'm glad you were putting some of these practices into place. Stephanie, what about anybody else? Have you had any, Dawn, chance encounters, talking it up. Lisa, posting more and talking more. That is fantastic and music to my ears. I'm glad that you are putting these practices into play. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. And again, I'm just going through and muting everybody. Sorry, guys. I know this is not what we want to deal with, but frustrating part of technology. Okay, I think everyone is muted. All right, guys, well, we're going to go ahead, like I said, and jump in. So this evening, what are we covering? We are going to pick up where we left off in the GROW model. We are going to go over the W. So work to establish next steps and what those steps actually entail. We're going to discuss link selling and what that can mean to you and your business. And then also we are going to look at some top customer objections and how to handle those. We're going to talk about Nashville and Iceland and try to prep and plan for those incentives because I know you guys want to get there. And lastly, we're going to close out with a call to action. So who's ready to get going? Tell me in the chat. I think most of you guys are raring to go, which is exciting. And I'm seeing Lisa says yes. Everybody says yes. Absolutely love it. Hi, Sarah. Okay, good to see you guys. Colleen is ready. All right, you guys are awesome. I think we're going to have a very good group tonight. Let me go back. All right, so next steps. I want you guys to be prepared for any kind of scenario. So when you ask someone a question, it usually warrants a response, right? So again, be prepared in every situation. We're going to walk through what you'll do if you hear a no, if you hear a maybe, and if you hear a yes. We're going to walk through all of those steps because like I said, I want you guys to be prepared. So there's a quote I found that was pretty fitting, and it says, before anything else, preparation is the key to success. So the more we prepare and practice, when those obstacles or those objections come at us, we're going to know what to do. We're going to be ready and prepped. Starting with the no, and I'm sure I can speak for everybody on tonight. Tell me if you've been told no by a customer or somebody who you wanted to be your customer. We've all heard no, right? Or is it just me? Tell me in the chat. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's everybody, but if you don't want to admit it, that's okay. I get it. Okay, Lisa's has heard no's. Anybody else? Jocelyn says, oh, I've heard it. Okay, Lisa definitely heard no. Exactly. It's a part of the business. It's a part of life. But what I want to stress to you guys this evening is don't let being told no hold you back from having future conversations. Sometimes, especially if people are new, if they get told no once or twice, they kind of, shy away from having those future conversations. So just because it's a no today doesn't mean it's a no forever. So keep that in mind. And again, if you could go on mute, I would certainly appreciate it. And then, all right, so no, what to do if you hear that? And I'm sorry, you guys, all this noise is really throwing me off. Okay, I just muted somebody. All right, so starting with no, what to do if you hear it. And again, if you guys have any ideas, what do you do when you hear no? Put it in the chat. We can all learn and grow from each other. So if you hear a no, first of all, respect the no. No one likes a used car salesman. I use that term a lot, but respect the no. Other steps that you can do. leave them a brand book and make sure that you have your contact information on the back of it, because you may give, I mean, these are beautiful. You may, give them one of these, and if you don't have your contact information on there, you've just wasted a book. So get their information, connect with them on social media, because again, it may be a no for today, but not down the road. If you're connecting with them on social media, you could go live, or maybe if you add them to your Facebook group, you may be talking about a new launching product, and that could catch their eye, grab their attention, and that could turn into an order. So you never know what could happen. And Christina says, yes, I always thank them for their time. Gail, thank you. Thank you for being honest. Gail says when she hears a no, she honestly gives up. Okay, and that's okay. A lot of people do that, but we're gonna take those next steps, Gail, and we're gonna work on that together. Let's see who else. Jennifer says no and move on. Let it go with charm. Okay, Lisa, listen to the no. Somebody said ask questions. So absolutely, these are all great steps. So ask questions. Why do they say no? Maybe you can uncover more. Again, dig deeper, ask those questions. Brand book, make sure your contact information is on there, connect with them, get their phone number, their email, connect with them on social. Okay, that is the no. Moving on to the maybe. All right, maybe baby, okay? This is, it's not a no, but sometimes it's people's polite way of saying no, right? But there's variables of maybe. So let's walk through those together. I'll think about it. All right, I'm sure we've all heard that. I'll get back to you, okay? I'll look over the brand book and let you know, okay? So how you can respond to that, and it's on the slide for you guys. I totally understand. Take your time and let me know if you have any questions about a product or ingredients. I'm gonna circle back with you soon, and I would love to see what you think of our brand book, would love some feedback, okay? So I like this comeback because it does a couple of things. It shows that you understand and respect what they're saying. You offer great customer service by saying, hey, let me know if you have any questions about the product or ingredients. And you also, and I like this, you also in a very polite manner, let them know that you are going to follow up with them. So when you do, it's not a huge shock. And we are going to talk more about follow-up in next week's boot camp. And let me go to the chat for a little bit. Let's see, it keeps jumping. Jocelyn says, I'm guilty of it. I'm assuming, Jocelyn, you're talking about the no and running away, but we're, like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna take that no and keep on going. All right, now, here's the fun part. You get the yes. It's such a great feeling. You're so excited, especially if it's a new customer. So what do you do next? Do you text them the link to your site? Do you email them later in the day and say, hey, here's all the information you need. Here's the link to sign up. Oh wait, I'm talking about, I'm all mixed up. We're talking about sales tonight, not sponsoring. Okay, so you text them the link to your website. Do you email to them later in the day? Do you place the order for them? Or do you place the order with them? So what do you guys do? Let me know. Okay, Christina, I offered to place the order for them. Okay, great. Anybody else? Dawn, all of the above. Okay, and it probably depends, Dawn, you're right, in different situations. Lisa, I have the link in the parties. Okay, and again, all of the above. All right, great. And there's no right answer here. But what I recommend doing is place for them or with them. And this is one of the most important steps in the process if you get a yes. And don't come all this way to lose a sale. The best thing you can do is do it with them or for them right off the bat. When you get that yes, okay, awesome. Let me get out my phone, or, depending on if you have a laptop or a tablet in front of you, you can place it right then and there. You're not being pushy. You're helping them get what they said they wanted. All right. And why is this important? Okay. Let's look at some reasons. Because life happens, right? We are so busy. I feel like we're running, 100 miles an hour, and they may have every intention of ordering that product from you. All right. But sometimes people just forget. They get distracted. Their kids are sick, or significant other is sick. They're working overtime, or they're traveling. There are so many different reasons. So this is why placing that order with them or for them is key. Gail said, had a new customer buy. She lived in Canada. Okay, awesome, Gail. Love that you got a new customer. That's super exciting. And then now we're going to discuss link selling. And so if you get that yes, hold on, guys. Please go on mute if you are not muted. Okay, I think I found who it was. All right. Again, link selling. If you get the yes, this is where you get to be the ultimate resource connector and you get to add to the order. Now, again, tell me in the chat, why is it important to link sell? Or sometimes people call it suggestive selling or upselling, and why you guys are thinking. Christina says, going back to the placing with them, she said, yes, people get busy. I place majority of everyone's order, whatever makes their life easier. Absolutely. We want to do everything we can to make their life easier. Jocelyn, get free shipping. Okay, love that. Colleen, partners with partners and get customers on a routine. Love that. That's great. Thanks, Colleen, for sharing. So link selling. If you're on tonight and maybe you're new and you're like, what is link selling? Well, this is where you pair a similar product that they're ordering to something existing. All right. So this is a chance to increase the order size, and this is a chance to earn more commission. Gail, to get the special. Christina, yes, if they're in the $40 range, I will suggest something to get them free shipping. Awesome. All right. Now, for example, I have an example for us. So if somebody orders, so Gail, you're talking to somebody, they want to order the Fresh Nude foundation from you. Awesome. But let me recommend a couple things that go with that foundation. First of all, our Instablur primer is fantastic. It's going to help that foundation stay in place. You definitely need that. All right. Then, do you have a foundation brush? Okay. Well, guess what? I have one for you. Here it is. It's fantastic. And then why not the serum concealer? All right. So you can see how all of those things similarly go together. Now, we are going to do a little game. And again, my slides did not quite coordinate how I wanted them to, but let's put your skills to the test. So if somebody were to order the mango shower gel, and again, we have some examples, like I said, they're already up there, but those are what you could pair with the shower gel. So you have the mango body butter, you have the lip butter, and you have the hand cream. All right, so that's what you could pair with that. And if somebody ordered the white musk, you could also pair the lotion, there it goes, and then a topper. So you guys can see, again, you want to pair similar products that are cohesive, they match, because again, that's just going to help that order size increase. All right, customer objections. Let me know in the chat if you've heard any of these. I don't use beauty products. It costs too much. I've been using fill in the blank brand forever. Anybody heard those before? Lisa, yes, all of the above. Jocelyn, usually just the first one. Colleen, yes, in all caps. Okay. Lisa, all of the above. All right, guys, thank you for being honest, because yes, we're going to come across objections from our customers. It's part of the business. But again, this is why we're doing this training. This is why I'm prepping you. All right, let's look at how we're going to handle those. And if we can shift our mindset from objection to opportunity, that really changes the game. But again, Gail, I think Gail and Jocelyn, they've been honest this whole time. So tell me what you guys do when you hear one of those customer objections. Do you say A? Okay, thanks, I understand. Let me know if you need anything. All right. B, do you keep the conversation going with open-ended questions? Or do you run away and hide? And that's okay if you do. We're going to work on that together. Tell me in the, okay, I'm seeing B, Christina B, Gail A, okay. Jocelyn, kind of A and B together. All right, I can, that's not a bad combo, okay. All right, but again, remember, we're going from objection to opportunity. Open the door. We're gonna look at this as a positive thing. So I don't use beauty products.
Yeah, it's impossible.
What would you say? I'm going to give you some time to think, and I'm going to mute some. Okay, here we go. Gail sometimes asks about chemical free. Okay, I like that one. All right, anybody else have any ideas? And I know it may take you some time to think and get it in the chats, but if somebody says, don't use beauty products, what would be a good rebuttal? Jesse, I'd ask what cleansers they use. Yes, I like that, Jesse. Those open-ended questions are key. Colleen, would you like to start? I like that one too. Stephanie, ask why. Why don't you use makeup? No, I'm just kidding. Ask why and ask what products they do use. I love that. Lisa, yes, we have products that you use every day, such as deodorant, shower gel, face wash. Okay. Dawn, don't you wash your hair, girl, please. You need to wash that hair. Yes, we have shampoo. Gail, ask how they wash their face. Okay, so you guys get the general idea. So I don't use beauty products. Ask questions, talk about what they're using, maybe what they would like to use. And yes, tie in our personal care products, the shower gel, body lotion, all of that. Oh, and Kim, I love that. Aren't you worth the effort? Absolutely. That's great. So see how we're all learning from each other. Lisa said, treat yourself. Yes, absolutely. Okay, moving on, you guys, to the next objection. It costs too much. And I think somebody had already put a response in the chat, but tell me, what do you typically say if you hear this? And I have a few of my own ideas to share, but I'll wait for you guys. Dawn, they don't think of hygiene products as beauty products. That is very true. So it costs too much. What are we saying? And I'll give you, okay, Lisa, ask them what they spend and what they use and show them our items and the price. Dawn, book a party. Ooh, that's a good one, Dawn. Kim, again, you're worth it. Kim, I think you and I would be friends. Absolutely. Yes, you are worth it. So, and also a couple things you could do is emphasize return on investment or ask a question, well, what do you feel is an appropriate price? And actually have written down on my piece of paper that I think it was Kim, I said, the best things are often worth it. So see, same page there. And Gail, I honestly don't think it's expensive. I don't either. I think our prices are great. They're affordable. They're not over the top. But when I went out to a couple of our beauty ambassadors and said, hey guys, what are some of the top objections you get? This was one of them. So I wanted you guys to be prepared. And Christina, I would 100% agree with you. Our price points are amazing. And Mandy, yes, I didn't think of that. Mandy says we always have a sale going on too. So great, you can tie that in. If they say it costs too much, well, you know what? Check out our items that we do have on sale. And Colleen, they are luxury products and affordable. So proud to be part of this great company. Okay, last one. I've been using fill in the blank brand, L'Oreal or Olay, Clinique. Okay, I've been using Clinique skincare forever, and I'm afraid to use anything else. I'm afraid how my skin would react to it. All right. How are you going to handle this one? Mandy, Colleen, Gail, Jocelyn, any ideas? Lisa, send a sample. Jocelyn, live dangerously. I like it. Christina, this was someone the other day. Start them with basics, can always build in. That's great. Gail, money back guaranteed. Boom, there you go. You can always, yeah, Mandy, samples. You can say, hey, why don't you do have a sample, do a patch test on the back of your arm or your elbow. All right. Yeah, so these are all really great ideas, you guys. I especially like Gail's, the money back guarantee, samples, absolutely. Okay, now Nashville. Who's been to Nashville before? I've been, but it's been a while, and I have never gone during the holidays. So Lisa's gone, Collie's gone, Lisa, Brandy, awesome. So I want to I want to go over the requirements before, and Christina loves Nashville. Okay, great. Before we get into some planning for how we're going to get there, I wanted to go over the requirements. Now, if you are, what did I say? Okay, yep, popped over too quick. Now, let's go over these together. So who's going? Our top 50 consultants in total points, plus those 5 consultants in PV points, qualified Ruby Group leaders and above. Now, the all consultant tracking. If you meet the criteria below, you will earn a place, okay? So your sales, they have to be at least $10,000. You have to recruit a minimum of 4 new team members. Those 4 new team members have to achieve level 1 BEP by the 15th November, okay? Guys, that's 4 people. That's not that hard to do. We can do this, all right? Now, those top 50 consultants will be defined based on cumulative points, personal sales, personal recruit, plus their personal sales. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. And then the bonus track, if you meet all of those points in the top 5. All right. Now, if you're on tonight and you're in leadership, I'm sure you know this, but we're just covering all the bases. Okay, this is available to anyone holding the recognition title of silver leader and above at the beginning of June, based on your May titles and commission. If you meet the following criteria, so qualified as paid as Ruby Group leader or above, you have to do that twice during the qualification period, or promote to new Ruby Group leader and above, you're in. And Colleen says, let's do this. Absolutely. So tell me in the comments, who's going to Nashville? I want everybody there. We're going to have so much fun. Christina, totally doable. If you are not a leader yet, don't get discouraged. Absolutely. And I know that some of these numbers for you guys may be overwhelming. Like, oh my gosh, $10,000 for new people, especially if you're new or if you're just starting out. But take a deep breath. We're going to break it down. Okay. So this is an example of what could happen. Okay. Again, just for training, not guaranteed, but Lisa wants this. Christina, definitely my goal. Natasha, I'm going. All right, Natasha, I will see you there. We'll wear our cowboy boots and we'll do a little bit of line dancing. Okay. Sound good? Sounds good to me. All right. This is Sarah. Sarah has $4,000 in sales as of July 1st. This means she needs $6,000 more over the next 4 months. Sarah is taking Allison's awesome boot camp, and she is putting all of those strategies into play, okay? She is having 2 chance encounters a day. She's going live in her customer group once a week. She is virtually prospecting to 7 people a week, which is once a day. Remember last week we talked about how we can have chance encounters virtually with people that we're connected with on Instagram or Facebook. We go to their profile, see what's going on. We reach out. I saw a couple people had done that over the past week or so, which is fantastic. So again, breaking it down. If she does this over the course of the next 123 days, she's going to have 246 chance encounters, 22 Facebook Lives, 103 virtual encounters, for a total of 369 encounters. Now, if you break it down like that, so she's talking to 2 people a day in person and 1 person a day virtually. 3 people a day, 1 live a week. Tell me in the chat, do you think that's asking too much? Is that overwhelming? Is that a lot? Or is 3 people a day and 1 live a week, pretty attainable. Colleen, I love it. Okay, good. Thank you. Yeah, it's not that hard when you break it down like that. Okay, you can totally have these great encounters and conversations and experiences. We're going to break it down even further. Lisa says it can be done. Absolutely. Now, if our average order is $125, and let's say out of those 369 people, you get 50 customers. All right. Again, this is an example, not guaranteed. Those 50 customers who place an average order of $125, that comes out to over $6,000. Combine that with her $4,000, she's got the sales part down for Nashville. Now, everybody I've been talking to, she offers them the opportunity. All right. She goes to the grow method. She asks conversations. She offers a solution. Now let's say 20, and I think all of these are lowball, but I always like to aim low when I'm giving examples. So let's say 20 people join her team. And let's say 6 achieve BEP. All right. Sarah's going to Nashville. She's going to put on those cowboy boots. She's going to boot, scoot, and boogie. Okay. So again, I wanted to show you guys this scenario to make it feel not so scary and not so overwhelming. $10,000 for people. But again, if you're having these conversations, you're doing events, you're putting these strategies into your business and not just doing them once or twice here and there. If you're doing them consistently, that's what's going to move the needle and take your customer acquisition and your team growth. That trajectory is just going to go upwards and onwards. All right. Now we've covered Nashville. We've looked at an example scenario. All right. So now let's talk about Iceland. And I have never been. If you've been, tell me in the chat. I think it looks beautiful. I'm so excited about that opportunity. But we're going to start with leaders. Okay. On the leader track, current and former Ruby group leaders. If you achieve paid as Ruby group leader 2 times during the qualification period, okay, you got that. Sarah, been to Iceland. It's beyond beautiful. Okay, Sarah, well, hopefully we'll get to go there together. Now, aspiring leader track, what's that look like? You got to achieve a Ruby group leader for the first time during the qualification period. You got that. Okay, you're going to Iceland. Now, the sponsorship side of things, you achieve personal sales of $10,000. Recruit a minimum of 8 new personally sponsored consultants who achieve level 1 BEP by November 15th. Okay, you got it. Now, top 5 in sponsoring points earn a spot. They must end the qualification period with the rank of silver or higher. All right. Now, let's talk about other sales strategies because we've talked mainly about having conversations with people. And I wanted to talk about a few other, I'm going to mute someone. We're going to talk about a few other strategies that you can put into place besides just having conversations. While I think prospecting virtually and having chance encounters are great, I do want to just kind of give you a couple other little tips. So here we go. Starting with consultations. Of course, keep it virtual if you would like, but why not open it up on Facebook? Hey, I'm booking face-to-face or virtual consultations. Would love to meet with you and help you achieve your skincare goals. Or again, fill in the blank, whatever, however you want to word that, but have consultations, have skincare consultations, beauty consultations, hair care, fragrance, really get creative and set those up. So that's little tip number 1. Next, is the link to your website on social media? If I went to your Facebook page right now, would I be able to shop? If I was kind of just scrolling through, would I be able to shop with you? Or on Instagram, make sure the link to your store is accessible. Next, face-to-face events. All right, plan those. Again, we're talking vendor events, job fairs, farmers markets, parties. Again, There's nothing like being with people in person. Of course, virtual is great, but face-to-face is just better. So schedule those face-to-face events, get back out there. It's a great way to grow your network. Next, leverage your existing customers, ask for referrals. Do it, and you can do this in a fun manner. You can post in your Facebook group or text or email, however you would like to communicate this. But why not just let your existing customers know, I'm really trying to grow my business for fourth quarter. Do you know anybody who would love the Body Shop products like yourself? And maybe you could do a little raffle. You know, anybody who sends me three referrals will go into a raffle for, you know, maybe some free product, or again, however you want to incorporate that. But I think that would be really fun. Christina says referrals, I give free gifts. Okay, perfect. Love that, Christina. Great little tactic there that you do. So ask for referrals, do a fun raffle, give free gifts like Christina, okay? And then next, have a client or a customer group on Facebook. And some of you may already have that for your customers, which if you do, great. If you don't, start one. That's a great way to reach a lot of people at once. Just be able to communicate with your customers or potential customers on new launching products. That's always really fun. You can go live in there, do an unboxing. Christina also, my friend works at a salon. I keep a party link open for her at all times to earn rewards and referrals. That is fantastic, Christina. I love that idea. And then target texting. I've talked about this in the past. Sometimes I call it snap and share. But basically what this entails, excuse me, think about all the people you know. Write them down. Look at your list, okay? I'm looking at my list and I know my friend Colleen, I know she loves skincare. I know my friend Jocelyn, she loves makeup and beauty products. So what I want to do is I want to, maybe I'll go to my brand book and I'll snap a couple pictures of things that I think they would like, or maybe I'll go to my website and I can, screenshot a product and I'm going to text it to them. All right. I know you guys are on your phone all night anyway, so you might as well make some money off it. Okay. Lisa, be a walking billboard, use your products and show them off. Lisa, 100% agree with you. Be a product of the products. We talked about that last week too. Our best salespeople are the ones using their products because yes, you have a story, you're confident in the product, you have a testimony, absolutely. So target texting. I want to challenge everybody tonight after this call, make a list of 10 people that you know. Think about that person, think about that friend, think about that family member, or maybe it's a customer who hasn't ordered in a while, okay? Make a list and write down what you think they'll love. Text it to them and see what happens. You could get an order. And if you do, let me know, email me or ping me on Facebook Messenger. I would love to for any success. And then Colleen, you're a little bit ahead of me. I love the Body Shop at home. Your home. I always have people come in and look and they grab and want and buy. Perfect. Okay. Next, join lots of Facebook community groups. This is, again, another way to network. So think about what's going on in your community. Maybe there's a single moms group or a LGBTQ plus group that you want to be involved in. Basically, anything you're interested in, there is a community Facebook group for that interest. So join that group, get involved. And then once you're in that group, scroll through, look at what other people are posting or asking. I know that there's several of Facebook groups that I'm in where people ask for all the time about, hey, can anybody recommend a good skincare? Or what kind of foundation are you ladies using? Or, again, all kinds of questions. Sometimes people ask, does anybody know of work from home opportunities? So look with intent. And then when you see that, pop on over, private message them, go through pro model. All right. Job fairs, any suggestions? They ask me, do you have to buy anything? Should I just be saying no and get information? So when you say, they ask me, do they have to buy anything? Do you mean like right then and there? Or if they're wanting to sign up to be a consultant. Need a little
Well,
bit more.
Allison, I just came off mute. Sorry.
Okay.
I have several job fairs all the time in our area, and I call just to see if I can, grab a spot. And they always ask do they have to buy anything to secure a job or a place with you? Okay. So I'm not quite sure, I'm being honest and saying, well, yes, they would essentially have to buy something. So it's an automatic no for me. So I was just wondering what I should be saying, or if that's.
So I want to make sure I'm understanding your question correctly. So when you're trying to set up a job fair and you're talking to like the contact, they're asking if they have to buy anything from you?
No, if any of the participants of the job fair seeking employment would have to buy any,
Got it. So, okay, I see what you're saying. So if somebody comes up to you at the job fair and you start talking to them about, joining your team, would they have to buy anything? All right. Essentially, they're going to have to buy the kit, but that is their decision. So I would, and I would just be honest with whoever your contact is and say, not right off the bat, like I'm not selling them anything on this. I'm not selling anything on the spot. However, if they ask me about joining or about the opportunity and they want to go that route, they would have to purchase a kit. And then we can, have that conversation as as needed.
Okay.
So does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. But I feel like I'm getting a hard stop no as soon as I tell them that it's not an immediate purchase, but then it would be. So yeah. So I can maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I would just say it truly depends on the person and the conversation we're having. Okay. And it's a case by case scenario.
Great.
That's how I would explain it anyway.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome. I love that you're reaching out to people for a job fair. That's wonderful. Okay, so we talked about community groups, and then yes, body shop at home, your home. So let's say, Sarah, you have friends over for dinner. They're coming in, you give them a hug. Would they smell your white musk and be like, oh my gosh, what are you wearing? That smells great. Would they be in your kitchen washing their hands and using your tea tree soap? All right, would they be using some of our amazing diffusers? All right, so there's so many things we can use to body shop at home ourselves and our actual homes. All right, so those are just a few other sales strategies that can help you increase your orders, increase your commission. And if I can go to the next slide here. Okay, perfect. So again, rounding things out tonight, I got to pause. Brandy says they would smell my white musk. I accidentally broke the bottle and my house smells amazing. Well, Brandy, I am so sorry that you broke your bottle, but I'm glad your house smells like white musk because it does. It smells fantastic. Okay, call to action. You guys, don't just go through this call and go through this boot camp and do it here and there. Do it consistently. Okay, so we're still aiming for those 2 chance encounters a day. We're still aiming for 5 virtual encounters a day. We talked this evening about link selling and the importance and pairing certain products that make sense with that order. Okay. Practice handling objections. Write down some of the top objections you hear from your customers. And again, everyone is different. Some people don't hear it's too expensive. Some people, you guys are all going to hear different things, but write down maybe your top 3 or 4 or 5 objections and practice how you're going to overcome those. Again, don't think of it as an objection. Think of it as an opportunity. Open that door, bust down those walls. Okay. We want to get rid of those limiting beliefs that an objection is a no. It's not. It's a total opportunity. And then lastly, try other sales strategies that we discussed tonight. So we named a couple. We'll go in the chat, which other strategy that we talked about this evening do you think you'll be implementing into your business? I did give you the challenge that after the call to try to target text 10 people, but what else? Are you going to maybe look at joining more Facebook groups, ordering more products for your home, doing face-to-face events, calling, target texting? Awesome. Absolutely. It's easy and it's kind of fun. All right. Again, you guys think of your strategy. Lisa, finding more events. Lisa Kellogg, carry a full-size product that I can sample on the spot. Ooh, Lisa, I like that. Jocelyn, going live more often. Okay, these are all really great ideas, you guys. Perfect. Thank you for sharing. And then coaching questions. I'm actually going to stop screen sharing it because I want to see your all's beautiful faces. Hold on one second. I'm going to come back to you. Okay, there. I feel so much better now that I can see everybody. So coaching questions, tell me in the comments, or if you feel comfortable to come off mute, what is your biggest takeaway from this evening? Or did you have an aha, a light bulb going off? And I'm sorry, we had lots of noise issues this evening, but I hope that wasn't too big of a distraction. So what was your biggest aha moment this evening? What will you be taking away from this boot camp? Let me know in the chat. Christina, live is where it's at. Just be you. Yep. So you just have to roll with the punches. Absolutely. Okay. Any key takeaways, guys? If you're in leadership, how will you encourage your team to incorporate some of these strategies that we talked about? Target texting, Facebook groups, implementing the W, work to establish those next steps. Colleen, link selling. Okay, that was your biggest takeaway. Awesome. Lisa, getting out of your comfort zone. Kim, link selling, joining more groups, and target texting. Okay, we have lots of good takeaways this evening. That's great, guys. Thank you for sharing. And then how will these tactics get you to Nashville and Iceland? So think about that. Dawn says more lives. Okay, great. Always love hearing from you guys. Okay, we are pretty much done for the evening, but I want to leave you with a quote. And that quote is a comfort zone. Somebody just mentioned comfort zone, but a comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. So thank you guys for being on this evening. I hope to see you guys all back tonight for sponsoring Bootcamp Module 2. And then Thursday, the 22nd, we will do our final Bootcamp wrap up where we'll talk about follow-up, confidence, mindset, all kinds of wonderful things to keep this Bootcamp going. Lisa, you are welcome. Thank you guys for being on. Have a wonderful evening. Take care, you guys. I'll see you later. Bye, guys. Take care.